Good morning, Peace Chapel family. Welcome back to another amazing Sunday service here at this amazing church. Now, I know I am wearing two hats right now, so you guys do get the opportunity to hear the second part of last week's message, just focus on Jesus. That's what we're about to go through today. But before we get into all that, I need to let you guys know about all the great things that are going on here, so let's get right into these announcements, okay? My favorite parts of Peace Chapel is coming back. We are bringing back our men's breakfast. On September 19th at 9 o'clock a.m., come on out to Peace Chapel at 7622 South Avalon Boulevard so we can fellowship together as men. Here at Peace Chapel, we believe the men are the leaders. We are the ones that get everything in order, right? Our world is in chaos and our communities need us right now, and us men need to step up and start serving and start leading our communities the way that we know we need to be doing. So our men's breakfast, we come together, and there's going to be a great speaker that's going to give us a great message, but we fellowship together, we communicate, we talk about different ways where we can grow in the community, we can hold each other accountable, we become better men for our homes first, and then we go out into the community and change the community. So if you're interested in going to our men's breakfast, it's going to be at 9 o'clock a.m. September the 19th at Peace Chapel in the parking lot at 7622 South Avalon Boulevard. So if you're interested, please reach out to any one of us leaders. We can help you get there. We can help you out. Invite your friend. Invite your brothers. If you're a woman, invite your husband, your nephews, your cousins. It doesn't matter. We need all men on deck to help change our communities, and it starts September the 19th. I love you guys, Peace Chapel, and like I said, I gotta go give you guys the word. I love you. Share this message before we even get started. See you in a... Good morning, Peace Chapel. I am so excited and happy to be back with you guys, because as you guys know, we still have a lot to talk about today. But before we get into that, please, I need you guys to like, comment, and share this broadcast with at least one of your friends. We really need to get used to liking and sharing this content, because this is the easiest way you can bring somebody closer to God, right? So send this off to one of your closest friends right now and let them know that a great word is coming to them, right? Now, let's get right into our prayer, because you already know where we're rocking with. You already know exactly where we're going today, and we're talking about Jesus. But let's get right into our prayer just like we did last week, right? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, but forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. But lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. 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 So we know we have a lot to talk about, guys. Like I said, last week, we could have talked for 2 hours, okay? I could have been on stage for 2 hours, but we need to split the message up in two pieces. And so for those of you guys who have not seen the message of last week, I really encourage you to go back and go over that message, because it will really make sense. All the things that I break down today, it will all kind of come to one. So go back and watch that one. It's really, really important. But just to recap real quick, okay? We really got into some deep stuff last week. You know, we talked about Christianity and the hypocrisies that come with it. We talked about religion and all the different religions that are out there. We talked about a lot, right? But most importantly, we talked about the kingdom of God. And we talked about Jesus and his power, right? And so today, that's what we're going to do. We're going to just talk about the man, Jesus Christ, and his character, and how great of a man that he was, right? My goal is to remove all the noise, remove all the chaos and all the drama. So if you're a non-believer, if you're somebody who maybe thinks Jesus was never real, he never existed, you're somebody who's confused if Jesus was supposed to be white or black, all this smoke, but you know that there's a higher power and there's a God out there, this message is for you. And it's funny to me because, you know, a lot of you guys who may not think Jesus is real, let's just hypothetically think today, okay? Just today, remove all distraction, and let's just say Jesus is a mythical character, right? And it's funny because a lot of people like to follow a lot of fictional characters, like, you know, Black Panther. He just passed away, and we're so bothered and hurt by Black Panther, as we should be, right? But there's a lot of kids who wanted to grow up to be Black Panther, right? And so I understand how we love our celebrities and we sensationalize them, and we just love to follow a fictional character. So if Jesus was a fictional character, okay, hypothetically, if Jesus was a fictional character, I'm just letting y'all know that's who I want to follow, right? If I want to grow up to be somebody, Jesus is my superhero. He's my Superman. He's my Denzel Washington, right? That's who I want to be like. So I get it. Y'all might want to try to convince me that Jesus is not real. We're not focusing on if he's real or fake. We're focusing on learning the man of Jesus Christ. So if you just learn this man, even if he was fake, learn this man. Try to become this man. Whatever book and the made-up story that they made, follow him, and I guarantee your life will get better, right? So let's get right into it, because we're talking a lot today. I'm going to give you 5 major characteristic traits about Jesus Christ and some stories that are attached to it that you guys are going to absolutely love. So, number 1, Jesus told the truth. Jesus always kept it 100, okay? And if we go to Matthew chapter 12, Jesus keeps it real with the Pharisees. And I'm about to go through this whole Matthew chapter 12 because this will literally show you guys the type of man that Jesus Christ was. And so if we go to Matthew chapter 12, he's talking to the Pharisees, right? And back in the day, Pharisees were highly, highly regarded priests. So you don't really talk back to the Pharisees. They're the teachers. They're the ones who's supposed to teach you how to act, how to move, and teach you the law, right? And so Jesus is in the field with his disciples on the Sabbath. And his disciples were really, really hungry. And so they began to pick some grains, and they started to eat the grains. And so the Pharisees saw this, and they were like, oh, look at your disciples. They're doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath. Let me tell you about Jesus, because Jesus is funny. And I'm telling you, Jesus don't let nobody just say whatever they want around it. Jesus gonna always keep it 100 with y'all. Jesus answered, he said, haven't you read when David did when his companions were hungry? He entered the house of God, and he and his companions ate the consecrated bread, which was not lawful for them to do, but only for priests. Or, haven't you read in the law that the priests on the Sabbath duty in the temples desecrate the Sabbath, yet are innocent? I tell you something greater than the temple is here. If you had known these wise words mean, I desire mercy, not sacrifice, you would not have condemned the innocent, for the Son of Man is the Lord of Sabbath. Let me stop right there. Let me just stop right there, okay? I desire mercy and sacrifice. See, a lot of people think that when you come to Jesus, a lot of people think that you have to sacrifice so much. You got to give up your life. You got to let go of everything. It's just now you're in a cage. You want to live free. You want to be free. You don't want to deal with having to sacrifice. No! We have a very merciful God, right? Like, he wants you to follow the law. He wants you to do right, but he knows that you're going to mess up and he's going to forgive you, okay? So don't beat yourself up, okay? When it's a Sunday, you know you're supposed to be in church and you miss church, it's okay. It's okay, okay? That's what Jesus is trying to say right now, okay? So, and then the Pharisees were so quick to judge. They were so quick to judge him. But then we say, thou shalt not judge. See, this is why people be trying to stay away from the Christian church, because we're so quick to judge and tell somebody how we're supposed to be living and how we're supposed to be acting when we're in Christ, right? So let me keep it moving. Verse 9. Going from that place, he went into the synagogues, and the man with shriveled up hands was in there. Looking for a reason for them to bring charges against Jesus, they asked him, Jesus, the Pharisees, is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath? They trying to set Jesus up. So Jesus, okay, y'all trying to set me up? I got something for you. He goes, verse 11, he said to them, if any of you have sheep and it falls into a pit on the Sabbath, will you not take hold of it and lift it out? How much more valuable is a person than a sheep? Therefore, it is lawful to do good on the Sabbath. Now let me stop there. And all you dog lovers are going to hate me today, and I already understand, because I love dogs. They're the cutest little things, and I want me to have a bunch of little puppies. But see, I'm starting to be mad at dogs because of y'all. I'm mad at dogs because y'all have put these dogs on pedestals, and I'm starting to feel like y'all think that these dogs, their lives are worth more than a lot of human beings' lives, right? And the reason why I bring this up is because I'm looking right here at our American prison statistics, right? And this is from the Bureau of Justice, and this says that our criminal justice system holds about 2.3 million people in 1,833 state prisons, 110 federal prisons, 1,772 juvenile correctional facilities, 3,000 local jails, 218 immigrant. I'm done. I'm not about to continue to read all these jails that we got here in America, right? But we have 2.3 million people in jail. Now, I'm not saying that they all don't deserve to be there, but I am saying this. When your dog bites your hand, right, or the dog may pee on the floor, or the dog may do something that you know the dog wasn't supposed to do, you're going to put him in the cage. Maybe for like 4 hours, maybe 2 hours, maybe 30 minutes. But when that dog starts to cry, when you have the dog sitting outside locked out, we feel so bad for the dogs, right? But we're so okay just to lock people up, throw away the key, and just forget about them. We see the pain in our dogs when our dogs are locked in the cage. We feel so bad. Why are we doing it to human beings? Tell the truth. I'm going to get back to America. We have melanated men being shot down in the streets. Shot down in the streets. And we have the audacity to bring up his criminal past. That's the first thing we bring up is his criminal past. And the crazy part about this is like, you can't even get tried twice in court for something that you did in the past, right? So if I committed a crime 10 years ago and I got convicted for that, they can't bring me back in court and convict me for that same crime. But in the court of public opinion, we're so quick to convict people who committed crime 10 years ago because of what's going on now. Like, come on, y'all. We have to see what is going on. So look, this is what bothers me the most. Michael Vick has his dog ring, right? And I'm not here to defend Michael Vick, but Michael Vick went to jail. He served his time. He did what he had to do. And so he got out. And when he got out, he went back to play football. He had a good career. But last year, a couple of years ago, he became an honorary captain for the Pro Bowl. And there was a group of people who set up a petition to get him to be removed from an honorary captain because of what he did for fighting with dogs. So this is a man who literally already served his time because our justice system is to rehabilitate, right? That's what it's supposed to do, make people better, right? So he already served his time. He did what he had to do. He came back. He's been a good man. But y'all still want to remove him and he should go back to jail because he was messing with dogs 10 years ago? Come on, y'all. So Jesus is sitting here telling us, literally looking at the Pharisees, saying, wait, time out. This man's hand is shriveled up. And I have the power to heal him. But because of your law, because of what's saying in the Bible, what they're saying here, you mean to tell me I'm not supposed to heal him? What are we thinking? So Jesus said no. Verse 13. Then he said to the man, stretch out your hand. And so he stretched it out and was completely restored, just as sound as the other. Verse 14, but the Pharisees went out and plotted how they might kill Jesus. See, that's what they're going to do. Whenever you want to tell the truth, they're going to try to kill you. They're going to try to come and get you. But see, this is what I'm trying to tell America right now. America doesn't tell the truth. America has never told the truth. This country started as a free country. Okay? The land of the home of the free and the brave. And I see nothing but cowards everywhere. But it's said that we started as a free country. But we started with slavery. It's a lie. Everything about America is an illusion and it's a lie. And they've been lying forever. How do we still believe Christopher Columbus founded this land? Nobody is telling the truth. So if Jesus was here today, Jesus would be calling you out, America. Jesus would be calling you out. Because again, I'm not with this whole black lives, white lives, and this whole race war that's about to go on, that's going on right now. I'm just not with it. I removed myself from that. Okay? But it's clear as day that our black, melanated people here in America are at a disadvantage. There's no excuse. I don't care what statistics that you bring up. I don't care about no past. I don't care about nothing. We know it. So then let me give you this one. Because in Luke 15:4, Jesus tells a parable to the Pharisees. Look, he's not playing with these Pharisees. I don't care who you are. I'm going to speak the truth. He says, suppose that you have 100 sheep and you lose one of them. Doesn't he leave the 99 in the open country and go after the lost sheep? Well, it's clear that the melanated people here in America need help. It's clear. It's day. So I don't care who is up there in the presidency. You know what you need to do to repair what is wrong. You know it. And I don't care who is in there, black, white, I don't care. This is a beef with America. You know it. Jesus will be calling you guys out. Now let me keep it moving because I don't want to stay here. Character trait number 2. Jesus loved everybody. Jesus loved everybody. And let's talk about the story of Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was a tax collector. He was a sinner. Now back then, the tax collectors and sinners, they were really, really bad people. Like nobody wanted to be around them, right? And so he was so crazy about his money. And so Luke 19, Jesus went to Jericho and he was passing through. And a man by the name of Zacchaeus was there, and he was a tax collector. He was really, really wealthy. And he wanted to see who Jesus was, but he was really, really short, right? So he climbed up on top of a tree, and he was looking, trying to see Jesus. And Jesus looks up and he says, "Hey, Zacchaeus, what you doing up there? Come on, I need to stay at your house, Zacchaeus." And so everybody's looking around, and they're confused, like, wait, why is he going to stay with this sinner? Everybody's over here, you know? And I know you guys do it too. You know, you see somebody dealing with a prostitute or hanging out with a prostitute, or somebody who's hanging out with somebody who's typically getting drunk or doing drugs all the time, or somebody that maybe have a bad history or a bad personality to them. I don't know what it may be. And you know, people over there, why is he over there? Why is he over there? Yeah, you're judging people. Yeah, I know. But Jesus, he didn't rock like that. He loved everybody, right? And so Zacchaeus, he was so excited. He was like, oh, okay, I'm coming. Look here. Take all my money, Jesus. Give it to everybody. I want to give all my wealth and my riches back. Why? Because Jesus loved the man. He didn't care who he was. I'm going to love you no matter what. So you got me thinking. If we have a prostitute, and I'm not condoning prostitution, okay? But if we have a prostitute, right? And we love on this prostitute, and we make this prostitute feel welcome in our home, who knows what that prostitute may do? She may turn away from her ways and now come to you. Now, I know a guy who works at a church, and his girlfriend was a stripper. Okay? Great girl, great dude. And this guy likes to party a lot. Like, he likes to go out and party, but he doesn't drink alcohol. But he loves to be in the club partying. And so his church put the pressure on him and judged him. Hey, you can't do that. You can't really date her and be a leader here. And they ran him out the church. And I understand the leaders, and I understand the optics that come around with a lot of these things. But if I go to the club every single night, every single weekend, right, and y'all probably be judging me too. I get it. I understand. But you never think to, like, know that maybe I saved 4 souls last night in the club. Because what happens is, somebody who's a stripper, somebody who maybe is always in the club, somebody who's a sinner, these people are scared to come to the church. Why? Because we are going to judge them. We're going to think that we're better than them. So they don't even want to come. So if we put ourselves in these environments, and we show these people, man, I can come to the club and wake up in the morning and go to church too. And I still worship God and love Him. And I'm telling you, it's fun of it. You ain't got to drink. You ain't got to get drunk to have this level of excitement. Now they have somebody to talk to, somebody to listen to, somebody that can love them and hear them. But no, we tell everybody, nope, don't go to the club. Don't hang around prostitutes. They're bad people. We all know this type of person. But Jesus loved everybody. He loved everybody. You know, and we always know that leader. That leader who, we know we're supposed to be networking, right? It's about who you know, not what you know, right? And so it's smart. I'm not mad at nobody who wants to be around people who have money or success that can probably take them to the next level. But see, a lot of us, we look at people to try to see what this person could add to my life. How can this person add value to my life? Jesus didn't rock like that. Jesus looked around and said, how can I add value to other people's life? How can I add to this person's life? I don't care what he can give to me, but I'm trying to give him something right now. So if he's hurting and he's a tax collector and he's so addicted to money and he can't let go of money, Jesus, I'm going to love you so you can break you from that. I don't care if you're a prostitute. You called up the Pharisees one time too when the prostitute was crying. She's on the floor. This ain't a verse in my notes, but this just popped up, right? And everybody's sitting there judging. They're about to stone her. They're about to really stone her and get her. And Jesus is like, time out. All y'all. For y'all to stone her, any one of y'all who has never sinned, go ahead, stone her. None of them could. No one could. Because we all have issues, but we're so focused on pointing the finger at everybody else, what they're doing wrong, but you are doing things wrong as well. Like I said, thou shalt not judge. We all judge. Look yourself in the mirror and let's fix this stuff. Because Jesus loved everybody, but do you truly love everybody? Do you really truly love the homeless individual on the side of the road? Do you really truly love, again, the prostitute, the stripper, the drug addict? Do you really truly love Donald Trump? Do you really truly love Trump supporters? Jesus loved everybody. Loved everybody. Love is the strongest force on this land. And I promise you, if you put love in your life, you will win. Characteristic number 3, Jesus was compassionate. Now, the definition of compassion is sympathetic, pity, and concern for the suffering or misfortune of others. Okay? Makes sense. Black lives right now, y'all know who's compassionate. Who's compassionate? Because I know you see what's going on, right? So who has concern for the sufferings and the misfortune for the melanated community? Now, when it comes to the Bible, compassion means to be moved inwardly, to yearn with tender mercy, affection, pity, and empathy, right? The Bible tells us that God is compassionate, He's a gracious God, He's slow to anger, and He loves, and He's faithful, right? Now, Jesus, He always had compassion for His people. When Lazarus died, Lazarus' friends were really, really sad. They were weeping. And John 13:11, 33 through 35, when Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who had come along with her also weeping, He was deeply moved in spirit and troubled. "Where have you laid him?" He asked. "Come see, Lord," they replied. And Jesus wept. He cried because He felt bad. He saw how much pain that they were in. Matthew 14:14. And when Jesus went out, He saw a great multitude, and He was moved with compassion, and He healed them for their sick. Mark 40:41. Now a leper came to Him, imploring with Him, kneeling down to Him, and saying to Him, "If you are willing, you can make me clean." Verse 41. Then Jesus, moved with Him, compassion, stretched out His hand. He touched him and said, "I am willing. Be cleansed." Okay? So Jesus had compassion. He had real deep concern for other people and their well-being, right? But see, the difference between right now, because a lot of people are supporting Black Lives Matter, right? A lot of people are putting all these symbols everywhere. Black Lives Matter is on the NBA court. It's everywhere, right? Everybody wants to show their support, which again, I'm not rocking with, because y'all know y'all should have been supporting, but we're not gonna stick. We're not gonna stick there. But compassion is not just pity and sympathy, right? So all you guys who are supporting, I love it, but it's not just pity and sympathy. It needs to be accompanied by the desire to help change things. It's not good enough to post a black post. It's not good enough. You have to actually want to do the work that desires change. Compassion moves us to do something. It's not just good enough to just have that pityness for people. No. What are you going to do actionably to help the people at the bottom? And I know I've been talking about Black lives, and I don't mean to be talking about melanated lives at all. But I'm talking about whoever is at the bottom. Jesus is fighting for that person at the bottom. He is. And so who are you going to be fighting for? You need to bring us all up. Characteristic number 4. Jesus was meek and He was very, very humble, right? Matthew 5:5 says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit earth," right? Now, meek is an attitude that is opposed to harshness and conscientiousness, right? I can't speak today, guys. Sorry for me. But the concept of biblical meekness is not to be confused with like wimpiness, right? Or like lack of strength or lack of moral character. It manifests itself in being gentle and tender. Jesus was very, very meek, but He spoke boldly, right? So you saw Him calling the Pharisees, but He was very, very meek, right? He was very, very calm in how He spoke to people, right? And so, yes, speak the truth. Speak the truth, right? And sometimes you got to get boldly, and sometimes you got to scream. But why are we cussing each other out under each other's posts when somebody has a different opinion? And we bring out some of the cruelest things, talking about somebody's mama, the daughter. I saw somebody saying that somebody needs to be hanged because of what's going on. Like, who are you to decide that somebody needs to be hung because they committed a crime? It is not your job. It is God's job. But we over here talking about this person should be hung. Like, come on, do you see this stuff on Instagram and social media? There's not even harshness. Jesus didn't rock like that. I'll tell you about yourself when it's time to tell you about yourself. But no, I'm not going to just be angry and rude and harsh to people for no reason. But he's very humble too. Matthew 11:29 says, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. I am gentle and I'm humble at heart. You will find rest for your souls." So he wasn't just meek, but he also was humble. The definition of humble is a modest or low view of one's importance, right? So me being humble is like, y'all think that I'm something important, and I'm like, look, no, I'm not, right? So I believe that I'm lower than everybody else that's around me, right? As you guys know, Jesus never sought his own glory. Jesus said, I did not come here to be served. I came here to serve. Okay? Jesus was very, very humble. You saw he washed his disciples' feet. We got people over here. You see our celebrities. We got people opening up the door for people. We don't respect janitors. We don't respect people anywhere. Humble yourself. And when I say these things, guys, trust me, I'm talking to myself as well. But humble yourself. I need to humble myself. Because we look at it, on our jobs. Just like Pastor Fitz talked about essential workers. We all are essential. There's no job that's better. The janitor is no worse than the CEO. But we have job titles. The first thing anybody ever asks me when I'm in LA is, what do you do? And what they are doing is they're trying to assess how they're going to give me respect. Humble thyself. Jesus, I'm telling you, this is a different character. Like I said, Jesus can be a fake character. Let's just say, hypothetically, Jesus never. They made him up. This is what I want to be like, though. You can't tell me. That's why when they said that they used Jesus to brainwash black people, I'm like, look, y'all must not reading the Bible. You must not have been learning about Jesus, because how can this man, if they follow this man, I'm telling you, they're going to be scared. But see, we're not really following this man. We're not really putting these traits inside of us, because I guarantee people are scared of humbleness. People are scared when you love people. People are scared when you love everybody and can talk to everybody and be around everybody. That is fear. So let me keep it moving, because I keep going different places, y'all. So Jesus was a very, very humble person. Isaiah 53:7, he was beaten down and made to suffer. But he didn't open his mouth. He didn't open his mouth and say, I'm better than all these people. He said, Lord, they do not know what they do. Forgive them. It's a humble man. Number 5, I'm wrapping this up. Jesus was on a mission, and Jesus had a purpose. He had a very clear mission and a very clear purpose. And Jesus didn't have time for no games. Jesus had no time. You coming with me or not? Or get out of my way. I don't have no time to be playing around with y'all. I didn't come here just to exist. I didn't come here just to party and have fun. I came here to handle some business. And that's what y'all don't understand. God sent y'all here to handle business. Everybody here has a gift. Everybody here has a plan. Everybody here has a purpose. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? And I got friends and people around me who tell me, Nate, you take life too serious. Nate, you're so focused here. You're like, come on, just live a little. And I'm like, what are you talking? I am living. I am living right now because I'm trying to live in my purpose. What are you doing? Are you just existing? Come on, what are we doing? But see, this is what makes me mad about our purpose. I remember one time someone told me, man, God just blessed LeBron James with just some extra blessings. And I almost lost my mind. Because I'm sitting here and saying, like, bro, and this is why I hate the celebrity worship. I love celebrities. And I love watching them, and I love everything about it. But I hate the celebrity worship. Because LeBron was blessed with a gift. And he just used his gift that God blessed him, and he maximized his gift. But see, we cheer for LeBron, and we just love watching him on his journey. We love watching him on his purpose. We love watching what he's doing and getting accomplished. But we're not worried about us. We all have a gift. We all have a purpose. Yours just may not be playing basketball and everybody's cheering for you. But if you lean into your purpose and figure out what you are here for, go do that, I promise you, your heart will be cleansed. Your soul will be free. You will be happy. I promise you. But we are looking at people, trying to get to them. And we spend our whole life trying to become celebrities, trying to make this amount of money, trying to do all these different things. But it was never meant for you. And you're never going to get it because God did not plan that for you. It's not your job. And I'm going to go, in Corinthians 1, chapter 12, I encourage all of you guys to go read that chapter. And I'm not going to get deep into it. But in that chapter, he's talking about how we all are the body, right? And I know you guys have heard this analogy a lot, but we have a lot of body parts. They all have their own little functions, right? The finger, you have cells. Like, our bodies are made of a billion cells, thinking little beings, right? They all have these little functions and things that they got to do. They waste, they get tired, all that, right? Now, when something's not working properly, that's when you start getting sick, right? So if your heart's not working properly, your heart, right, and then you have to start overcompensating. So other things have to start helping out to try to keep you alive, to keep things going right. That's the same thing that's going on in this world right now. And so when we're so focused on these celebrities and we're not paying attention to our gift, what God put us here to do, what we're supposed to solve, how we need to put our 111 and help this world get better. Look at our world. We're in chaos for a reason. This is not by accident, y'all. We're in chaos because everybody is focused on everybody else. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? And like Lil Durk said, y'all not serving and protecting. Nobody is really serving. Like, you need to wake up, make yourself worthy and valuable. How are you going to contribute to this world society outside of trying to make yourself look the greatest on Instagram? Because that's what we're doing. And that goes back to the humble piece. All social media is how can I make myself look more important than the next person? That's all it is. That's all it is. And I'm a victim to it too. We need to humble ourselves. Because when you go on social media, sick, saddening. It's sad. So what I'm asking you guys to do is to find your purpose. And I know a lot of you guys don't know your purpose. I know a lot of you guys don't know why you're here. I know a lot of you guys believe that you don't have gifts. You know, people tell me, Nate, you have a gift to speak. And I'm like, I don't know how I got a gift to speak. I just talk, right? But a lot of times, your gift is just normal. It's natural. It's easy. So you don't realize that it's your gift. But not everybody can do what you can do. You're uniquely made. I promise you. I promise you. There's a reason why that you're here. Tap into that. If everybody did what they're supposed to do. We have people that are supposed to be teachers. We have people that are supposed to be police officers. And again, back to what's going on right now in our world, we have a lot of police officers that should not be police officers. And we have a lot of people who are in industries that they should not be in. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not happy, but also you're messing up the world because you're messing up the formation of what we're supposed to be doing. I brought this up to you guys in the past sermon, and I'm going to finish with this. What is your 111? It's a term that we used on our football team back in the day. We had 11 guys on the field. If everybody did their job, it was almost impossible to ever score a touchdown. And we knew that whenever it was a big play, whenever there was a big run, we knew that somebody did not do their job. Every single time. We didn't even need to get to the field. We knew it. And every single time. It was either a D tackle trying to fill a gap and do somebody else's job. Maybe I broke on the play trying to make a play where I didn't need to be over there. And now it's a touchdown over here. So our motto was, do your 111. What are you supposed to do here in this world to make this world a better place? We don't need everybody becoming activists. We don't need everybody becoming sports agents. We don't need everybody becoming actors. We don't need everybody becoming politicians. Everybody got their gift. Get to your area and serve where you need to serve. Period. And stop worshiping these celebrities because you're just as great. It's just your gift isn't a gift that the man, because again, man made celebrities. Man made these sports and these entertainment outlets that we love. And we only love them because they're exciting. They entertain us. But their gifts is no better than your gift, I'm telling you. You just got to change your mind in the way that you're looking at your gift. Now, as I conclude, y'all, like I said, I've been everywhere. Okay, and I know that we've talked about a lot of things. I know that this is a very tough topic and tough information to get by. But as I conclude, I really, really encourage all of you guys to go read the Gospels. Open up your Bible and read the Gospels. Read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Read the Sermon on the Mount. And just read and learn the man Jesus. Just learn about him. Try to figure out who he is, how he acts. And so they're saying, what would Jesus do? Like, seriously, what would Jesus do? And that's all I've been living my life by. What would Jesus do? So when it comes to what's going on right now in the world, what would Jesus do? He would tell the truth. He would be very compassionate to what's going on to people at the bottom. He would be very humble. He would love everybody, make everybody feel important. That's what Jesus would do. But most importantly, he would find his purpose, he would find his passion, and he would go chase it at all costs. Not worrying about nobody else that's around him. None of that. And so I love you, Peace Chapel. I thank you guys for giving me this opportunity. Again, this message needs to be shared to as many people out there because I know that you guys are lost. You guys are confused. I'm lost. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on with this world. I don't know what's going on with Christianity. I don't know all of these things, and I know it's confusing. But I want you guys to be connected to God in some way. And so whatever way I can get you guys connected to God, because I promise you, once I remove the smoke and I just focus on trying to become just like this man Jesus and being connected to the God we have, my life has changed tremendously, y'all. It literally has transformed. So I am begging you guys to remove the smoke. Stop arguing about, is he white? Is he black? When did Jesus, is he real? Is he fake? Did he really walk on water or not? Y'all can't, let's not. Let's focus on solutions. How can we get closer connected with God? And that's all I'm here to try to tell you guys. I love you, Peace Chapel. If you've watched this long, I really want you guys to share this content with any one of your friends right now. If you think that this message touched anyone, just please share it with one of your friends. This can be your way to invite somebody to church. Our job is to bring as many followers to Jesus as we can. And so as we try to do that, I encourage you guys to share this message and get that word out there. I love you, Peace Chapel, and I will see you next week in the announcements.
Good morning, Peace Chapel. We are the worship team for this morning.